Hey everyone, welcome back to the Maverick channel. And I think I just found out what's going to happen on the 9th of June. I think Fetch.AI is going to tell us what the secret to life is, what the meaning of life is. They're going to show us an agent oracle that exists within an actual physical entity. Guys, I'm just messing around. But I think I have a clue. Well, maybe this is just a coincidence. Maybe it's just an event coinciding with the 9th of June, and maybe there's going to be some other announcement. But I don't want to speculate on that. It's just that I found something that was, tweeted out a couple of hours ago. So I assume you're all aware. But in case you're not aware, you'll see it at the end. But I'm not saying that's the whole thing. But however, I still think it's something quite significant, and it's a representation of something big to come. Yeah, we'll get into it. Okay, so today what we want to do is to review a couple of tweets that I found quite interesting. It's just going to be a few tweets by a few people that I missed. So there's a video I did earlier where I reviewed something tweeted by Hugo As, and he had tweeted the use cases of Fetch.AI. So I did a video where I was kind of expounding and expanding onto those use cases to sort of remind ourselves of what is really going on and what to expect in the future of the Fetch.AI ecosystem. So it's like just a reminder. So here, Anthony Day is the name of this individual, and he's the blockchain leader at IBM. He's a partner and I guess digital strategist, podcast. He does a bunch of other things. Blockchain and AI, you say? Really interesting development from Nokia, who have a Hyperledger-based platform for enterprise and IoT data feeds for artificial intelligence. Those who don't know about Hyperledger, go look into it. It's one of the most sophisticated, confusing blockchain ecosystems that's very respected. It's in the league of the XRP ledgers and those sort of these ecosystems that are in the background, but they seem quite profound. Anyway, blockchain and IoT and blockchain and AI have been touted at a headline level as the next trends in our space for too long without sufficient qualification of the what and why. This example from Nokia is an appropriate evolution, and if they can gather sufficient supply to the platform, network effects, remember, the resulting demand could be impressive. This also mirrors work going on by Bruce Spohn, that's the gentleman behind BigchainDB of Ocean Protocol, that's backing up Ocean Protocol, as well as Fetch.AI, both also worth following. So here we have a blockchain leader at IBM actually recognizing not only what Nokia is doing, but what BigchainDB with Ocean Protocol is doing, and Fetch.AI. So this is quite significant. So I think I'll just leave it there. Thank you, Hugo Az, for that wonderful tweet. That's amazing. Next, this was something tweeted out by Ken Kaneki at Ken Kaneki 27600-250. Well, amazing to see the world big companies like Ernst & Young praising tech like Fetch.AI. Ernst & Young is a $37 billion company. Associate director of Ernst & Young praising Fetch.AI tech, maybe a partnership cooking link. So they're that's a speculation from that person, but it's amazing that, Gary Parker here, this gentleman who's an associate director of Ernst & Young breakthrough incentives, and he's going ahead to say this: a great example of collaboration with UK innovators Fetch.AI, helping to solve the issue of inner city congestion and reducing carbon emissions. So Fetch.AI is working largely on this issue, and also other companies like Datarella really leveraging the Fetch.AI ledger to build parking agents and utilize the whole agent-based system to solve the parking congestion. Also, Fetch.ai itself has some demonstrations on how you can build parking agents using the Raspberry Pi on the Fetch.ai ledger. So when you scroll down on these tweets, someone called A_25 at DaxXRP was bringing something to notice to Ken Kaneki, who posted this previous tweet, saying that there was another reply of Fetch.ai to Gary Parker, and Fetch.ai was saying, "Thank you very much for the share, Gary Parker. We're happy to discuss more offline should you need further details." Then Gary Parker responds is like, "Be good to arrange a call and learn more. You can email me directly via my contact details in the profile." So I think that's amazing to see that sort of liaison, that conversation between Gary Parker and Fetch.ai. That's nice and promising. And another tweet from Ken Kaneki. This was interesting. Well, it's amazing to see Fetch.AI is working with rail networks owned by UK Department of Transport government organization. So of course we know that Fetch.AI is building solutions in the railway network and agents that can correspond with customers in the railway network system in a decentralized manner. So you can see as a customer, you can have your ticket purchases, you can know the prices, you can know the schedule of the trains beforehand, and other possibilities that can come with using autonomous based agents. So when you open this link, there's this very long sort of summarization of what Fetch does, and I guess you can go out there and read it. I think it's a very interesting read. So it's basically, the headline is Fetch.AI and the UK Rail Network's Digital Revolution. Blockchain and AI startup Fetch.AI has joined the Rail Industry Association's Special Technical Interest Group to explore potential uses for the company's specialized autonomous agents. Julian Turner gets the inside track from ecosystem coordinator and software developer Joshua Kraft. So Joshua Kraft is part of the Fetch.AI team. He's a technical member there, and there's more details of their discussion, where it all started. Then this is Joshua Kraft. Smart Move, Autonomous Economic Agents Explained. This is a very good explanation of the agents in safety, maintenance, and consumer empowerment. There's more elaborated upon that by Fetch.AI on what that means. Fetch claims this collective intelligence is ideal for managing complex systems with multiple moving parts, such as the rail network, like getting plates to spin themselves, as Kraft describes it. So this is extremely bullish. It's a very good read. You guys can go and check it out. Joint enterprise. Fetch work with the Railway Industry Association, so there's more information on that. So it's quite the detailed article, very well written, very well put together, in some nice graphics about that. So that's a very good thing to notice. Guys, I think Fetch.AI is being recognized by they always say follow the money, but Fetch.AI is being recognized, I guess, the money in the background, I don't know about that, but also by very technical people that feel that this company is actually building products that will be extremely important in the future. So here's another tweet by Crypto Cyan God at Jonathan Bosch. He's like, well, just live this year. Each person can assume or think what they want. Soon, 9th of June 2021. So this is a tweet by a gentleman called Target Haspolat. Apparently, he's a senior solutions architect in distributed ledger technology and AI. So as a PhD candidate, I'm researching AI and blockchain interoperability. Massive deployment of contract tracing digital technologies witnessed during the COVID-19 pandemic urgently requires the adoption of adequate regulatory mechanisms to ensure the development of a human rights compliant, safe, and transparent digitization. Data sovereignty, security, and privacy can all create barriers to transferring and aggregating the vast amount of data required to train machine learning models. Decentralized AI solutions would overcome current shortcomings that accommodate inherently distributed data structures and data privacy and security regulations. Distributed machine learning based on standardized AI engines with a blockchain can securely onboard members, dynamically elect the leader among members, and merge model parameters. So there is a solution called Colearn, currently under development by Fetch.AI, that would fit these challenges on the way to AI and blockchain symbiosis. By adapting the solution, I've implemented a simple application, and there's a link to that application which regards land cover change and Maris Turkey with DNN model prediction and collective learning. So the next study will cover privacy preserving computation with homomorphic encryption. So there's some links by this gentleman who's doing some research in distributed ledgers, and the person thinks that collective learning, as I always say, collective learning is a very big part of the Fetch.AI ecosystem. So finally, on this tweet is my prediction of what I think the 9th of June is. But as I said, there could be another event coinciding with that. But regardless, this is just another event happening on that day. So mark your calendars on the 9th of June 2021 at 1:30 or 2:45 CEST Brussels time. CEO and founder of Fetch.AI, Humayun Sheikh, will be on the Blockchain for Europe panel titled "The Convergence of Blockchain and AI Transforming Industry." So guys, this is big. This is amazing. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of high-level people, politicians, regulators, and other blockchain ecosystems that are going to be looking into it. And you understand that what the Blockchain for Europe is. We're Brussels-based membership organization for companies driving innovation, integrity, and empowerment through blockchain. We work with policymakers, academics, and our member companies to develop a European regulatory framework to support and promote blockchain innovation. So I didn't even know, like, when you look at who we are, the board, I think Maria Minarikova, all of you know her, she's from Fetch.AI. I think she was recently elected chair of this board, because down here you can see here the former chair of blockchain for Europe and former president of the NEM Foundation, of the NEM Foundation, Christoph van der Reck. So apparently Maria Minarikova, you know, this small company called Fetch.AI, the chair of Blockchain for Europe is Maria Minarikova, and the other board members or the other people in this membership, we see the vice chair is from Ripple, such a big and upcoming company in the payments industry. Then you have other chairs from Cardano. You know, you all know about Cardano. There is no introduction required there. And then there's another vice chair from Block.one. Block.one is the company behind the EOS blockchain that raised over $4 billion in the 2017 ICO of the launch of the EOS blockchain. And then here we see another vice chair from Binance. So this is a committee of big players within the cryptocurrency ecosystem that have all sorts of connections, and there's other people here. So Blockchain for Europe is pretty big, and they're creating, you know, that consortium of different companies. Here you can see there's a company called Billion, Binance, Block.one, Blockseed Ventures, There's so many companies here, as you can see, that are within this foundation. There's Ripple, there's Web3 Foundation, Protocol Labs. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say today. I just wanted to go through these tweets because I thought they were amazing. I thought the people that found this information did some very good digging. And by finding this information, it helps us understand better what we're involved in and what is going on here, and the significance of where our interests are and where our investment is as well, if we're to realistically, you know, recognize the fact that we're here largely because of the investment. Because I know a lot of people may not really be interested in that technology, but the investment part is the thing that makes us all feel that we're a part of something. At least if it grows, we grow with it, and then eventually we can use the products that are created henceforth. Take care, guys. This was a short one, going through some amazing tweets. Bye bye. Have a good one.
We could be together.